Hello everyone, it's Thursday! That means it's Thursday Modern, live from Titan Games, the Casbah of Peoria Gaming, where card floppers and dice chuckers play in harmony. I'm Evil Bob, your resident head in the box, and we have a minimal turnout tonight. Who knew that the Detroit tournament is going to be as big as it was, but we do have 4 on hand. And we're going to get round robin. It is the night of the Danzy. Danzy's going to stay on blue all night and hopefully rack up some wins for the year. And he is going to just rotate through each opponent. We are going to get 3 rounds. And we're starting off against the captain. I believe the captain's running Green Tron because he doesn't like having fun or friends. So, let's see what we got here. Danzy is, of course, still rocking the Drizzle. Not a whole lot changing up there. It's just a lot of not counters, but storming cards. Blah, blah, blah. So that's where we're at, and that's how we do. We are going to start off strong.
I don't have knowledge checks, so don't look at me. I'm going to use my ability to roll once per session.
And
a 7, I don't think it matters.
You might as well not, because you won't get about 10. That's why I was mad when I heard no killing. I was like, crap. I'm not a skill monster. I literally only have perception, stealth, and climb.
And the episode of tonight's stream is the Ballad of Turd, Ferguson. We do miss you, Burt Reynolds. You had 82 long years, but somehow it's still not enough with us. Let's go ahead and bring up some chat rooms, because I guess that's a thing I can do.
Hold on, what's their names? Mr. Squiggles. And I haven't named the other one.
Wait, hold on. Wait,
Top chat.
I'm actually wondering this.
Let's just make this big.
We don't talk about the third one.
Hop out the chat room. Let's see what we're dealing with.
Okay, first off, you already have the spell mage hand, so that's an easy feat to accomplish.
Captain doesn't like his 7, so he's going to go ahead and mull down to 6. Let's go live chat on that. Let's bring Twitch into the mix.
Too bad, it requires somatic components.
So I shouldn't drench the puppets.
No. First off, that'd get him mad.
And first off, that would make you not be able to burn them. And
you guys arrive. Hold up. If he drenches them in kerosene, he can still.
There we go. Okay. Now we got the chat up and running, and we've got Danzy keeping his 7. He does not want a mulligan tonight. You all remember on Tuesday, if you watched that, the post upload that Danzy constantly mulliganed to either 6 or 5, and that was just unfortunate for what was going on. And in keeping with the September Festival theme, my background tonight is Festival of the Guild Pact. So, September is definitely festival season. I need to... Boop, boop, boop. No Mardu. Alright. We do have a Darylor.
A group of 6 thuggish Aspen Consortium mercenaries.
And we are picking up with...
overseeing a dozen laborers loading carts with a large shipment of fine sailcloth. They look suspiciously at newcomers, but assume you guys here are in business. The mercenary become respectful as you guys display your badges, correct?
Yes.
There he is. Captain. Oh.
We're not in a dungeon. There's no reason to have a fireball.
I cast you on my bench. You actually have to spell fireball?
Really noticeable. To be fair, he kept pronouncing great voices for
I just noticed your badge.
The mercenaries become respectful as you display your badges, calling you guys sir or ma'am as appropriate. anyone in the yard can tell you guys that Burden Jink or Boss Jinx at the they call him is on the second floor of the main building.
Alright.
Also easily find Jink themselves.
I think since it's the night of the Danzy, I'm gonna let y'all peek in to the Danzy, and we're gonna get some in-game audio. So enjoy the in-game audio and let's listen together. Danzy's decided to keep his 7. Captain is definitely on Greentron. And he already went down to 6, and oh, he's got the Karn, and he's going to scry the Dismember to the top. Was that a Dismember? I guess if you don't know what your opponent's on, you got to keep your options open. Okay, so we got Karn, Forest, Ancient Stirrings. So, Seaman Visions for the Danzy.
Wait, let me double check. Well,
I can intimidate. Is that
yes, I have. Wait, no.
Ancient Stirrings, he's going to take a look at the top 5 and find a tower.
I have a 17.
The rest go to the bottom of the deck.
I have a 17 on bluff.
I'm gonna assist his bluff.
Yeah, I rolled an 8.
You know what, I might as well too.
Yeah.
Danzy goes fetching with a Polluted Delta.
15.
Saturn.
So how many pluses is that?
I failed assisted, but not
How do you determine if they're
And shock himself down to 17 because you're either going to lose big or there are no close matches when it comes to Tron. You either lose or you win.
correct, like to assist, and then it just adds 2 to the main.
And Brawl,
Sometimes there's only so
the
many people who could assist.
Chief of Compliance. And there is the Dismember, so there goes 4 life for the Captain.
That's why I haven't actually and like one of his
And there's the tower.
So 20. Not 17. 20.
Rep proficiency with because I can assist from 15 feet away.
Let's go ahead
Because it
and
only says a melee attack.
let's flip this. It's going to look better
Look
looking the other way, I think. Let's see, where's my mouse? There it is.
That was your spirit.
Boop, boop, boo. Boop, 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 boo.
He assumes you are who you
And
you
flip.
claim to be as he is
Refresh.
pressed for
Alright, now I just need to...
Jake frankly admits that he has had trouble with of the Aspen Consortium.
There we go.
By which he means the
That looks better. Everyone looks happier. And
to present goodwill gifts to
I guess I can...
but selecting these gifts will take
Ugh.
legwork and possibly some
Awesome.
cooperative negotiation. This is where you guys need help. Jake explains that
There we go. Now everybody's festivaling it up and watching along with me.
substantial sum in the steep interest on all these loans is overdue. Jake doesn't want
Okay, second brawl comes down.
has already sent massives to the temples and directed them to pay their back.
Captain plays Power Plant, the Panner Plant, and now he is a mine away, and does he have it, or...
So,
There's a Silver Scrying, so there's the mine.
you guys should be expecting. Jake directs you guys to visit the Publican
literally
house to
all
acquire a
this
sacred mug. The house of silken veil.
One is fine.
No, it's mostly
Yeah,
fine.
okay.
Yeah.
It's all
One is just one.
You acquired a sacred
Whatever.
Yeah. The house of
It
silken
says world's
veil
greatest dash.
to magical like corn hat.
Hangerback, or Walking Ballista on one.
The house of silken veil to obtain a magical dagger,
Ooh.
and the fishbowl to pick up a magical Yurkern hat. Vicorde. Jink wants all 3 items recovered and returned to him tonight, but he doesn't care how about the order in which you guys visit.
And Danzy's starting to storm off.
At least one and possibly all of the temples may reluctant to part with items, despite the Aspen's Consortium's
And down to 15, so it sounds like a shock Had hit play.
To you guys success with the honor of representing the Aspens Consortium and delivering these goodwill gifts to the cult of Lesla. Jink hopes these expensive gifts impress the cult and show that the Aspens Consortium has long established relationships
Danzy
with
storm on 4.
religious institutions. Although Jink answers relevant questions, he currently dismisses you guys as soon as he thinks that you understand 3 tasks.
Can I make a sense motive check? Because a fishbowl doesn't sound very too mystical.
So, what I get is
Storm 5.
Have you ever heard of Xandar?
No.
We're supposed to get
But we're not supposed to be listening
Terrible.
to that. We're supposed to be
Sense
doing
motive.
everything.
Okay, so who here is religious?
Me.
I can do it.
I praise the only God, King.
So gives him
Thing is, Jink is not planning to pay you guys for your work, as the agents
So-
would be handled by the Aspens
giving the mana.
Probably honest.
If you guys want to request payment and give me a bluff check,
I can try
bluff or
again.
diplomacy.
bluff.
I did
Captain's
it.
counting it up, making sure he's got it.
I'm assisting.
Oh, I
You're
already did it.
assisting.
I rolled an 11, but it ended up below 10.
13.
And Captain Scoops, we go to game 2.
Are you assisting Jimmy? How many people have successfully assisted?
Bam.
Assisting.
That'd be-
Danzy's looking to rack up some victories here. Oops. Oh.
I negative
actually-
I rolled above 10, but with my charisma
Jink
modifier.
accepts the request as a genuine misunderstanding and explains the situation.
So what's the situation?
He assumed
We weren't getting paid. We were almost the recovery is what we did.
Jinga-dinga-dinga-doo.
So we shouldn't have asked for money.
Wait, no, but that's just a greedy people.
Yeah, we
But
should
we're
always ask
getting,
for money.
they asked.
I am gonna knock that
You
over.
don't
Paid by
follow
head
the
office.
order of the cockatrice.
Once he finished saying what he's saying,
No,
I
that's
will
straight up
ask.
the order of the cockatrice.
Oh, yeah.
Play a cavalier. It's because it's like, no, I want money for
Are
all
you
my
guys gonna
jobs.
press
And I'm the
for
first person to get
location
paid.
of the
No scooter.
No, I'm not gonna press the floor right now. We're
Uh,
afterwards, so. Yeah, let's go get the.
Is anybody faction with Grand
Danzy.
I have no idea what these guys are.
Captain.
Faction must obtain the names of the former commanders of the Aspens Consortium mercenaries
Ricky.
in the loading yard.
Rough.
Successful diplomacy check.
And
Alright, so which one of us is going to diplomacy?
who did they say was the last one here?
Organizational information, but as possible deception.
I'll try my best.
Captain Danzy, Ricky Ruff, and
I successfully assist.
someone.
And I can fail it.
Wow, I actually did. I
Alright.
assist.
Let's bring up the standings. Get that out of here. Get that out of here.
He gets some help.
Okay?
Alright, I'll tell you what my mission is and you can do it.
If these old ones had a separate mission for each faction, in a really weird way.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay, Danzy's all the way up at the top. So he's currently 14 and 37 and 2. Let's see how he's gonna fare by the end of the evening.
You got 17
You
or
need at least 10.
Players
So you
who
if you roll
manage to
above,
acquire
yeah,
the
you're
names
good.
of the
Yeah, if you
former
roll 10 or
commanders
above.
earn 1 prestige.
Okay.
Shadow-led
Shadow Ledge doesn't
Back.
exist.
Doop-boo-ba-doo-ba-doop-boo.
As soon as you guys arrive at the publican house, the publican house is sprawling building of rough-hewn wood and withered shingle. Large bay windows of leaden glass provide an expensive view of the river. Loud
Okay,
cheers issue
so
from
it
the
doesn't
town.
look like I'm sending any more gifts today. But
Alright.
The publican house is crowded this evening as the tavern temple's
It is a
overseer,
power.
High Publican Fernando Rolfe. It has a
Scooter just dropped the pairings in the back. That's what the scroll is. 3 versus 3 versus 3 versus 3 versus 3.
Rolfe declared a drink balancing challenge.
Oh, I can do that.
This competition is now inculcating several intoxicated patrons with stools and tables stacked with metal cups brimming with ale, as might be expected.
Can you put it in
Oh, better not put music on. If he puts music on, I gotta cut the in-game audio, and I don't want to have to do that to you.
Expression their affiliation with an Aspen consortium are directed to High Republican Rolf. Rolf is a bear-like man with meat and notched sword swinging at his hip.
It doesn't like
Rolf listens to you guys request
maybe just go classic, you know,
considerable.
business,
Rolf admits
casual
that
comic
he had
sans.
the sacred mug set aside for the Aspen consortium, but his acolytes gathered it up with other knickknacks as prizes for the evening's competition. The battered metal mug is
Danzy really doesn't want to mull. What's he got? 2 brawls, a couple sligged of the Hondies. Captain, on the other hand, is immediately going down to 6 himself. I guess we can restart the live totals at 20 because you do get new live totals.
Ralph offers to admit that you guys in the drink balancing contest.
I can totally see how I'm playing this one.
If you guys win, he or she can select the mug as a prize. Ralph is concerned that allowing you guys to take the prize without winning may damage his reputation in the start.
Can I just straight up have a drinking contest?
No, right?
The drink balancing
So,
game requires each contestant to select a bar stool, a
I'm not
table,
good
or
with
a
acrobatics.
so Danzy says he runs 5-mana Morphos. I believe at one time he did actually have 5-mana Morphos in his deck by accident. He caught it really early, but I believe it was still there.
For selected furniture above her head without spilling any ale.
Is this a strength check followed by an acrobatics check?
Check, and then
Alright.
a dexterity or sliding.
Captain, he doesn't want to keep it, but I think he's going to have
What
to.
do you guys want to do? You want it said you can either pick.
Looking at him again, looking at him one more time, thinking about it just in case, and decides to keep. Don't forget to scry, Captain.
First, I detect magic on the mug prices. I detect magic on
Can I cast floating disc on the ale itself without people recognizing? I'm guessing the answer is no.
Probably not.
I mean, no, you just put your hand on the floating disc.
Can I roll perform to distract?
Still,
I got an idea.
Can I craft out
I
the
got the
bomb?
best idea ever.
Hold on.
No,
Where do the strength checks go?
Captain.
You guys have to decide if you want 3, the 6, or the 9 cups.
Well, somebody who has good strength and dexterity.
I've got 18 and 14 for my strength and my dexterity.
Yeah, no, that's straight up him.
Can this hand
It's just the strength and
beat
dexterity.
Storm?
Yeah, so I've got +4 on my strength, +2
you
on my
should do
dex.
that.
You want okay,
I'll do the
okay,
6.
looks like here, actually, it's
Map.
the stool, table, or sideboard.
Throws it back, goes to 5. Wow,
Okay, sideboard.
that was a tough decision.
3 cup, 6 cup.
Looked like he had 1 land, a map,
Everything. It's just,
no Tron pieces. You would have to assemble it like you did last time, and it just wasn't fast enough last time to have to assemble it all. So, going to 5 and hope for the best.
Boom! Bad 20.
19!
Let's see, 17.
I would like to remind everyone that Thursday Modern is filmed in front of a live Pathfinder audience.
So you are now. Can I get a dexterity or a sleight of hand check?
Now that.
whoever made this
What?
10.
Oh,
Can I go ahead and use my reroll on that one?
Oh,
Since we usually do this.
Wow.
You gotta reroll.
Bad 20. 21.
23, because you get to add my stars to it.
Alright. King of
My
alcohol.
GM stars. You use your reroll from having a fancy,
See,
this
I
thing,
praised Kane
you
Kaling.
can add
God
your
of alcohol.
GM stars.
do I have
God of
to
alcohol, travel.
Pathfinder.
That really wasn't perfect.
Pathfinder.
GM star when you have GM'd 10
Okay, hold on.
sessions.
So I need to do that.
Alright.
I just-
Captain 2-5. Now what's he got? Oh, he should have kept the 6. Oh,
Sideboard.
no land. Oh, this is. Oh, not like this.
With
Not like this.
Contestants succeeded at ties are broken first by
Not like this.
which was the sideboard, beats a table, which beats a stool.
Wow.
Number of drinks, more drinks, fewer drinks.
Oh, that's the death knell. That's a death knell.
Okay, so according to that, I think
Excuse
NPCs
me.
that need to do that. So the only NPC that could beat him because he did the max best.
I literally got 2 nat 20s.
So the only way an NPC would beat him would be doing the heaviest thing with succeeding all of it, and then it goes into a tiebreaker for drinking alcohol.
Yeah, what's the NPC's fortitude check? Because mine's a plus.
So how does
6.
everybody feel about Shocks coming back
Looks like you were matched up with
to standard? Feels like the Shockmaster.
Succeed on the rolls and get into that with them.
Yeah, I didn't read that far. Sorry.
I forgot about health.
Those are the base saves, those are with my stats, and I have a full resistance.
So he wins. Yeah, because he lifted up the table.
Oh, he couldn't even lift it?
He's my new toy. I gotta play with the Shockmaster every now and then.
Oh, okay.
Return to Ravnica.
When I'm sober.
Ravnica the Return.
If I'm drunk, I want to throw it like a football.
Ravnica Episode 5. No, Ravnica Episode 7.
Tries for a stool. Oh, never mind. He tries for a stool.
The Ravnica, the Guild Strikes Back.
Dude, I have the best one.
So still.
Wow.
I'm just arguing with
Ravnica
you about
Episode
Stone
7.
over.
The Guild's Awaken.
Pretty much you beat him anyway.
I beat everybody.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good. I think I gotta share that one.
No, I'm choosing the hardest stuff here.
I know, right? No, you get to choose the cup.
You-
the big fancy bottle of wine. I want you to choose the wine.
We already chose.
The treasure, you got the sacred mug that acts as a goblet of quenching,
Did we get all?
Alright.
No, that's not
worth 180 gold. You might win the other 2 prizes in addition to the sacred mug.
Well, seeing as I rolled 2
And
nat
the thing
20s,
is, you could have also done an intimidating diplomacy check.
Wait, we
Okay.
could have?
What? Why didn't you just read the?
I wanted fun!
So it's not his job to tell us what checks we are allowed to make.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. Read far enough to.
I can't tell you what
it-
checks you can.
It's not his job to do the diplomacy or intimidate. I'm gonna say intimidating.
Alright.
So I could.
So Danzy is fetch shocking himself down to 17.
We want to hear that.
Captain starts with a Panner Plant and a relic.
Start feeling my way
So he's
outside.
gonna get the land.
Taldor is Sovereign Court.
Does anybody have sovereign court?
I don't even know.
What's that? The
No.
faction.
No.
Okay, then that's sovereign court.
No.
I believe we're all Grand Lodge.
I don't.
Which is
He's
called
not,
you have
so
to
I'm
say
still-
What faction did you want, buddy?
Just say Grand Lodge.
What's a good one?
Depends what kind of character you are and what.
Oh, the
Yeah.
hardened modulator.
Poison
What's
that.
your alignment?
So do you guys try to go for the other
What do you
prizes,
do for a living?
or just go on?
Oh man, you're straight up just doing
do
this
we
for
wanna
the
do the
stats.
Arcbound Ravager, Arcbound Worker, Hangerback Walker, Steel Overseer, Walking Ballista, Ancient Strings, Animation Module.
Left, or do you want to?
What?
I'm going to attempt.
Why can't I get all
Whenever
three?
one or more
I'm going to
powers
attempt
placed
to
on a
convince
permanent
the
you control, you
room
may pay
that
one if you
nobody
do create
can
a
best
1/1
this
servo.
fine thing with my diplomacy
Evolutionary
skill.
Leap,
I've been making fun of you
Sacrifice,
this whole
Search
time.
Out, on
We
Scales,
should get the other
Opal,
prizes by
Throne of
default.
Death,
Nobody else can beat that,
Sacrifice an Artifact, Proliferate. Wow,
and I
that's
have 13.
pretty good.
I got a
Assist.
No.
Daddy assisted.
I got a 16.
I
How many assisted?
Does that get more of a bonus?
So that's
Danzy.
19.
I
What's
am
mine?
Was that pieces to the puzzle?
Intimidate to do the exact same thing, saying leave him alone. He gets the stuff.
Alright, so
Okay,
can
help-
we assist him too?
Well,
Assist him too.
I don't. Okay, what? I'm gonna.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, I got it.
A 20 as well.
Okay, then
I'm making stupidly good.
Oh,
rolls.
did he Giga Drowse the tower?
You actually have to convince them.
We intimidate and convince.
Then we get all this stuff.
So your other rewards, you require all 3 prizes.
Slick it to the handy.
You each get 90 gold.
Woo!
So
90 gold!
90 gold,
Which will be on our sheet at the end.
But you can
Yay!
spend it right now if you can find a place to spend it on.
As soon as you arrive at the house of Silken Vale, upon first glance, it's hard
So
to
Danzy
imagine
has
the house of
a
Silken
Echoing
Vale as a
Truth
loft. It is a large
Brawl.
marble building topped with an ugly blood red steeple. Nevertheless, its 3 entrances are each hung with freshly laundered curtains, and the heavy floral smell of incense wafts from the building.
Hey, Bobby.
Hello, Billy.
When you enter the house of Silken Fields, resident prostitutes and attendants. I hope I said that correct.
Are you sure?
No, but did I say that correct, Howard? Or is it right there?
What's the spelling? There.
It does say it.
Is this the house of Calistria?
I don't know. Silken Field.
Welcome to the birth, Murphys. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I got this room in stereo.
There is Calistria.
You got what?
I got this room in stereo.
That's true. That's true. You can adjust your volume on the cord, and you can even turn off your headset if you really want to. I'll let you do that. You can do the same thing on yours. So joining the booth by Billy and Rachel Murphy. How you going?
I'm doing great. We just played some old school.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It was great.
It was. It really
It
was.
was really bad for her.
Old school. For people who don't like new cards.
Well, old school if you want a very, very fair format.
Okay.
It's a very fair format.
Sure it is.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Why do you think it's not?
The boss. And we're supposed to be.
What's the band restricted list?
Okay, so it's essentially the same as Vintage, except Strip Mine. As far as Eternal Central is kind of the U.S. group. The only stuff that isn't restricted that's on the normal like band list is Strip Mine. You can have 4 Strip Mines, and then Scheherazade isn't banned. But Mind Twist, Recall. Brain Geyser, Regrowth, the Mox, Power 9, Library of Alexandria. Those are all restricted.
Oh.
And now the anti-cards are banned. And then they use the, I think the current errata for Chaos Orb. Chaos Orb isn't banned either, but it's restricted.
It's a very fair format.
It's a very fair format. You'd like it. White Wheat is actually won the most recent World Championships.
World Championships for old school. Man, this is the same glasses that you view Vanilla WoW with. It's like, this is the best thing ever.
I never say that. Wait, who are you talking to? I've never ever said Vanilla WoW is the best thing ever. Why would I say that? Vanilla WoW is awful.
Who between the 3 of us had a what was it, a 59 twink?
Oh no, yeah, it's fun to play. It's fun to play Alderac Valley at 60, but that doesn't mean I thought Vanilla was the best.
It wasn't just Alterac Valley. You were 60. You were 60 cap, and you were the one who was visibly upset when Burning Crusade became part of the base game.
Yeah, because I really enjoyed playing my level 60 twink at Alderac Valley. I was just mad that they got rid of that because I worked really hard. Because I know you guys run me through BWL and Molten Core all the time.
Right.
And stuff. Yeah, because I just enjoyed doing that. Because it was during Cataclysm where I just didn't have much to do. So I just spent my time doing that.
So Dancy's got there's Storm 9. He's going off. Captain wasn't able to assemble Tron in time, and a blow of the relic just didn't do him.
Is Storm still a pretty popular deck? And, what's the go-off card for Storm right now?
It's still Grape Shot.
Grape Shot? Okay.
Grape Shot or Goblin Warrens.
Gotcha.
That's the sadistic part of it, is you Grape Shot, you remand the Grape Shot, and there's Grape Shot again. So all you need is Storm count 10 if your opponent's still at full.
So nothing really has changed as far as Storm and Grape Shot in the last
No, it
10
just,
years.
I mean, they keep taking pieces away from it and making cards that it's horrible against, but nobody cares. Storm is still going to be Storm.
-1 total.
So Danzy picks up his 15th win on the year. Fantastic.
I think the only really big combo deck in old school right now is Mana Flare Candelabra.
Okay, so I've
Do
got
that with Fireball.
So with
Just give us the magical dagger. Well,
So do they use like current rules, or is it 93, 94 rules, or?
Current rules, except mana burn is in effect, and then they use the modern mana rules. They just do it that way because it's easier. That way, if everyone knows the rules, everyone, you don't have to go back to trying to remember.
Probably magical.
Where's the captain?
No, we'd have to roll con saves to report saves.
Crap! I can get
That's you guys reject her offer.
Hold on, is it red ink?
Seriously, where's the captain?
Red ink.
Where you at, captain?
My back is ink.
I assume that that's chlamydia.
Wow.
That's what I'm assuming too.
I've lost the captain.
Look at the saves on this.
Is the captain dead?
So probably
The captain may very well be dead.
This is around Robin. He has a chance, right?
There he is. Ooh. He's lost twice as many times as he's won this year. That's not fun.
Captain fights for the users.
1D. Hold on. So here's the thing with me as a sacred fist.
So.
Do I have a really good fortitude?
Let's.
But also, if I have to make, I basically
go ahead
have
and
the
mute
base
that.
for my fortitude.
Turn off the background.
So if I just
I'm letting the people listen to the game audio this time because to get inside the Danzy's head about how his opponent is completely screwed as he starts to storm off. So and I had
things where it's going, you really can't do much about. That's one of those things. Yeah, when it starts going, you can't do much about.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot you can do about it unless you've got. The best top deck that I pulled off against Danzy is I was playing a blue-white control deck against his Storm, and he put out 26 goblins on a Goblin Warrens, and on my turn I top deck a Detention Sphere.
I'll do that too.
Which one's that do?
Blue-white colorless enchantment, exile target non-land permanent and all other copies of that permanent with same name. I just like top decked it, laid it on top of his token stack. I'm like, see ya. Best top deck I had against him. And then I had an epiphany while I was sitting here thinking about it, because you know we're going back to Ravnica here in a couple weeks, and I got to thinking about it. I was like, wow, this is Ravnica episode 7, The Guilds Awaken. So,
we have a 17 on the
been that many times?
huh?
That many times?
We've been there twice, 3 set blocks. This is the 7th set on Ravnica. Yeah. And by the time we're done, it'll be 9 sets set on Ravnica.
So how many? So that's 9 around the.
So we were gonna do
9 on Ravnica, 5 of which are large sets. So
Yeah, let's see. Mirrodin was.
Mirrodin has 6.
Was it 6? Okay, I can't remember how many.
Because it was well, they're all 3 block sets. The only 2 block sets were Lorwyn, Shadowmoor, and then
Shadowmoor, Eventide, Lorwyn,
and then starting with Shadows over Innistrad, I think. No, it was Battle for Zendikar.
It's a glass case. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, Battle for Zendikar came first, and then Shadows over Innistrad. I get them backwards.
Is it Battle for Zendikar and then Gatecrash?
Oath of the Gatewatch.
Oath of the Gatewatch. Those are the sets I don't remember.
Yeah.
Those are long names too.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Prophecy.
Well, the set names only are long when we go back to a plane.
I'm still in this building. Okay.
That's when they gotta get
Let's go back to
long.
Homelands. Let's make a set.
I want to go back to Homelands. That's
How about instead of the Fallen Empires, it's the Resurging Empires. So let's give every card has 4 pieces of artwork for it.
well, the Fallen Empires had the Resurgence. That's what Ice Age was.
So let's give it. Let's go back to. Yeah,
But no, I want to go back to Homelands. That's what Urgoth or no Urdu.
I think, remember, lore-wise, though, I think Homelands was destroyed and became the Kamigawa plane.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's dumb.
Dumb lore. I forget that. No one cares. Who reads the books?
What?
No, I'm not doing that. If any of you somehow say
Homeland's playing
But the
Olgrotha. That's it. Olgrotha.
American old school though is much more fun than Swedish old school because the Swedes have the attitude that you can't play any reprints. It has to be unlimited as far up you can go as far as core set cards.
Yes, because the Americans format are so much more open-ended and free with the reprint policy as long as it's still within the right amount of years with the right border, regardless of the functionality of the friggin' card.
This needs to be
You can't use an M19 Llanowar elf because that shatters the illusion that we've set up.
It's part of having fun. It's part of having fun.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of fun.
I think it's the good old Anson Maddox.
Well, it's just in front of her. She's with us.
I'll bet that stupid, hilarious skull helmet.
Can't have a Ravnica Birds of Paradise.
Nope.
Can't have.
An old Mark Poole baby.
I'm just going to blend myself.
Wow.
Admittedly, I don't.
I can't
really
even use my Ice Age disenchant.
Can't use your Ice Age sword either.
You can't use that. You gotta have Jesus with the hoe. That's the only sword we allowed here.
That's right. That's right.
I'm serious though. I'm telling them.
I'm sorry. This format sounds as worse than Frontier. It really does.
It's been going on for 10 years over in Sweden.
Well, you know the Swedes. They have nothing to do.
Well, nowadays, it's like one of those cases like, man, they have all the money because like with the restricted list, like just all this like financial investing going in the game. Like I was looking at stuff because it's like I thought, oh, I'd love to pick up some more Shahrazad's. I thought, oh man, they're still like around $40-50. Nope, they're in the $300 range now.
So have you priced some of these cards lately?
Like which ones in particular?
Well,
I've been looking at a lot. I've been blown away at why some things are so expensive.
It's just there was a glass case. Okay. So
I was even looking even at stuff like I have my stupid Replenish Obsolescence deck. Replenish is like an $80 card now.
Replenish?
That's the one where you bring all enchantments.
Oh, that's really? Well, it's restricted list, yeah. It's restricted list, and they keep printing commander and subset properties and cards that interact beautifully with reserve list cards, like General Varchild.
I don't know these.
Varchild is one of the newest legends out of the commander set. She's mono red. So Varchild. Varchild, Predator of Kale, she's a 3/3 for 3. When she deals combat damage to a player, that player creates that many red 1/1 survivor tokens.
Okay.
So if she hits you, you get survivors. Okay? Survivors your opponents control can't block, and they can't attack you or a planeswalker you control. So you're giving them stuff that they can attack you with. But everybody else is fine. When Varchild leaves the battlefield, gain control of all survivors.
Okay.
Alright?
20 spellcraft on Asha.
Varchild's War Riders. Alliances. Cumulative upkeep. Put a 1/1 red survivor creature token into play under an opponent's control. Rampage 1, trample, 3/4 for 2. Reserve list. Jumped from like a $1 card to a $15 card once Varchild was announced for Commander 2018. Yeah. But let's see here. We're gonna go
I've seen so many
to
prices of stuff recently that
right.
sickens me. Like even the prices of alpha lands are jumping up. Some have been selling now for close to $100 for now alpha land.
Great, now we own them a case.
Tabernacle, yeah, Tabernacle's like what, $1,500.
So if only. The Tabernacle of Pendle Vale is a $3,000 card.
I looked. When I talked to you a few months ago, maybe 3 or 4 months ago, I was like, that was around $1,400.
Yeah.
I was already at $3,000.
Right.
That's disgusting.
Reserve list.
I know.
Good card.
I know. Well, even stuff that isn't like
Bad stuff on the reserve list is just getting.
Wall of Kelp from Homelands is like a $15 card. That's on the reserve list.
So let's see here. Homelands.
He might not have been able to cast the spell. It's the first level wizard spell.
No, I can't do sealed. I gotta do. I gotta do card.
I don't remember. If
Uh,
it exists in-
Well, let's see. Your homelands is Baron.
Is there paper somewhere on this thing?
Baron Singer.
Has the spell.
Is there, no, I mean like
And homelands. Okay.
paper.
I pull out
So homelands.
Okay, why on the piece of paper? Hand her a note. and
See,
just
Baron
say,
Singer is on the reserve list, and he's only
we're trying to
$1.50.
fake out the
Well, yeah, I'm sure some out there says people need to invest more. And F4 can copy artifact on the reserve list. I see all the time people like, it should be worth way more than that. It should be worth
Right.
way more than 20. Even, well, copy artifact now it's getting like $30, $40.
Wait, oh, here's the quick. Okay.
Unlimited Sonic Blast.
Wall of Kelp is the.
$8
Coskin Falls. Wow. Okay.
Right.
Didgeridoo. See, Didgeridoo is playable though. Didgeridoo is one of those goofy ass playable cards because of arcane adaptation.
Which one's that new?
It's the blue conspiracy for 3 mana.
Okay.
So you Didgeridoo, you arcane adaptation named Minotaurs, and for 1 mana drop your Emrakul into play.
Okay, so we will say this then.
But just,
Merchant Scroll.
yeah, like,
Oh, the Mystic Decree. Okay.
what else is there ridiculous?
Daredol.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
Especially with the level.
Oh, let's see here. Fallen Empires. Oh, it's got a 6-hour card. The
Rainbow Veil,
Elvish Farmer, Rainbow Veil.
Rainbow Veil is mostly, I think, because it can be played in like Commander.
Right. The Aleo pile.
Level training.
Fungal Bloom.
Level 1.
I'm surprised that's not more. Honestly.
so let's
Reserve
continue
list.
to the third place then.
It's like Mini Freak, the one that does like pay 1 to do a little hurricane. That thing's like a $600, $700.
The what one?
The if
Oh, If Biff. Yeah. Yeah, the Arabian stuff is going to be more,
Oh,
but
that's actually a lot cheaper than what I've seen.
yeah, 150 for If Biff.
I've seen some way higher numbers for him.
Let's see here. What's the
Juzam is good to get.
Shazam is still the highlight. I can't believe he's outbeating the library. That's the library and Bazaar. They should be way more than Shazam,
Well,
but
yeah, because library will win you games. Shazam, I think Shazam is mostly because I think it's less common. Because it's on, sorry, I think it's a more
Right.
rare of the rares. Front sheets. Honey, a drop of honey is always crazy to me.
why?
And then of course
That's
the beef.
dumb.
Yeah.
You have periphery nodes. You have periphery nodes. That should not be an $800 card.
Honey, Diamond Valley, Jihad,
Surrendered.
Invoke Prejudice is a
Jihad.
That's Invoke Prejudice is Legends, but that costs like $300-$400 card.
Diamond Valley, Guardian
Guardian
Beast.
Beast is another one.
Oh, where's Oubliette? That's a dumb card too.
Which one?
Oubliette, there it is.
Yeah, that one's not on reserve list though.
It's a common.
Yeah.
That's why it's not reserve list. But
the thing is, Wizards is not like, pauper players have been screaming about
Right.
having it printed, which they did mana drain. I don't know why they wouldn't do.
wow, Chandor Saddlebags.
City in a Bottle is like a $400 card.
Wow.
Which is like again, it's like nothing plays these cards.
City in a Bottle. Wow. City of Brass. 425 for that one.
Yeah, everything else is absurdly cheaper.
As they cannot punish Redelda, the
Well, you should, if you were thinking about it, look at a 7th edition foil. 7th edition
Oh,
foil cards
yeah.
are absurdly expensive.
Well, they're beautiful.
I agree. 7th edition Birds of Paradise are one of my favorite cards of all time for the foil.
killed the outlet and chased Joseph.
This is the best one.
Up into the you arrive, the children are shrieking in terror. And I think this is where we roll initiative.
Disenchant. 7th edition foil.
20.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Remember,
Wow, it's actually come down a little bit. It used to be about $12.
Did you hear his?
It always made me a little angry that the 7th edition foil disenchant was more expensive than the first Judge's foil promo, the full art with holding like the Moxen, like destroying it. Yeah, yeah, that made me upset a little bit. So these are
That's
Are these the foils? Am I on that? Yeah. Oh, switch to foil prices. Here we go. Okay. Ensnaring Bridge, $40. It's not too bad. These are foils, yeah. Okay, yeah, the price of 7th edition foils, they've come down quite a bit, because, I mean, Birds is 15, Meekstone, Howling Mine, yeah, they're in line. Wrath of God's only $9, $10. Okay, Ricky Ruff stepping in against the Danzy.
Who else needs a mini?
I need a brawler.
I need
Either one.
And I believe Ricky Ruff plays Rhinos.
Or are we all small?
No,
I'm normal sized. I'm normal sized. I'm blind though.
Unless he changed his deck, which is very possible, but he has been on Abzan. He's got the Abzan playmat, so he's probably still on Rhinos.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor while we're preparing.
Or if we've already rolled initiative, then probably.
So Danzy's hoping to just rack himself up 3 more wins tonight. You know, hopefully subvent a lot of the losses he's got, because unfortunately he is 15-37-2 right now. So, and Snell's 40-10. So, doing good, doing good. See, the difference between Danzy and Snell, though, is Snell won't just randomly play one of my decks to have fun. Danzy, unfortunately, will sometimes grab one of my decks, and I feel bad for him sometimes. I really do. I mean, he has fun. He seems to have fun, but, uh-oh, that ain't good. Uh-oh. Hey, Ashley!
What does everybody have?
Welcome to the party.
What does Ashley think about the world of MTG Finance?
It was 9 plus 3.
She's just learning how to play.
Oh, that's the best way to find out, is that you'll never afford the old cards.
You're right, 12.
Get the heart and soul of the early days of Magic as it's going away to people that live in ivory towers. Thanks, Wizards.
Rudy's still wrong in everything.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I enjoy his videos well enough, but I detest him and a lot of other people's attitudes towards the game and the pricing of stuff. And
it's supposed to be a game.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be a long-term retirement plan.
Nope. I don't think so. $15,000 for unlimited Black Lotus. You see the PSA 10 Alpha Black Lotus sold for $150,000.
Hey, you have your board.
It's dumb beyond belief.
Again, these cards were not. I mean, they were expensive, but like there was an attainable level price back, knocked out long ago.
Right.
Even collector's edition boxes went from being like about $80.
About $80, yeah.
$600 now. It's absurd.
That's still one of the best Christmas presents that I believe I received.
That's why I'm fully on board with buy Chinese, buy every bootleg you want. Because when a card's $15,000, that card and this card in China, same card to me. I don't care.
Right.
They are getting. I picked up some. They are getting very good. The backs are the only thing they need to figure out because they're a little too orange. To get those figured out, everyone will be happy. And they gotta get blue core paper. That's the only thing they're missing too.
Well, they don't need blue core paper as long as they look fine. They shouldn't be able to pass a real test. Because a bootleg should be noticeable.
I think so.
Because
I have no intention of like ever.
I mean, I fully understand that, you know, I don't have a problem with using a Chinese bootleg for like your tabletop. You know, because you know you're that's meant to have fun. Your friends probably aren't going to care. As long as they're not like on the horrible receiving end of like, oh hey guys, I got power now, let's play. But as long as they're not used in any official capacity, I don't have a problem with them being played. But if you're advocating buy the Chinese knockoff and take it to an FNM,
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm advocating.
That is a terrible thing to advocate. That is a terrible thing to advocate.
Don't care. Don't care about these prices. They're ridiculous. They're absurd.
They are ridiculous. They are
It's to the
absurd.
point where I'm baffled that anybody can like get into playing vintage now or something. How expensive some of these cards
You
are.
have like the best way for.
Yeah.
It's like if you didn't get the cards 10 years ago one day, I think they were at a perfectly reasonable price. I mean, they were expensive, but they were obtainable. Now it's like, do you want a car or do you want a Black Lotus? It's just absurd.
Do you want a house or do you want a Black Lotus?
Depending on what you're getting, yeah.
Yeah.
It's 777.
Or hell, even
16.
I mean, I go back to old school. Like these guys have these cards, but saying a lot of them had them, so it's understandable. But you see their decks, and it's like they have all black border dual lands and everything. Some play groups like the Chicago play group, they just really don't care. So a lot of them have like drawn on all their cards,
Right.
stuff like friends sign them or something like that. And I
See,
appreciate that level of stuff where they just don't care about the value.
The old school players are those that are not good enough to play vintage, so they had to bring people down to their level.
A lot of them play vintage. They just also play old school because they have all the cards.
Right.
Because they've been playing since 93, 94.
It doesn't matter why this time.
I wear exactly how.
Or at least they got in before like Wall Street people decided that they needed to do the retirement funds and alpha cards.
Eventually, I wear how I play.
Yeah. Which is just basically masterwork.
What's the roof wall?
So what we got going on here? What's Drizzle?
Okay. So we are burning inquiring right now, and it looks like we are doing it a couple times.
Presentation bird. Good crab.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we just left a brothel. We shouldn't have to be fighting these things.
Oh no, just one. It's draw 3 cards and then randomly discard 3 cards.
Okay.
So everybody drew 3 cards and then they laid out their hands for their opponent to choose which 3 to make them discard. So he's not on Rhinos. He is on Bridge or Hollow One or Hollow Vines. It looks like, or Hollow One. So I'm going to switch that from Rhinos to Hollow.
Okay. Walls, figure it
I
out.
say
Crap.
I go the wizard and then.
Avengers need to be in the back.
Yeah, I say I go in front of him.
You can do it.
And we're fetching. We are fetching.
Behind the tall person.
What do you want?
Right
Cast
there.
a magic
There's
missile.
one tall person.
And spend
Me.
an arcane point. So
I'm actually not a.
And I would like to remind everybody that Thursday Modern is filmed in front of a live Pathfinder audience.
I play a elf.
They're having a great time.
Half elf.
So
Somebody has to.
5 points of damage. That takes 4 points of damage.
Okay, there is a big zombie fish. And that's a Gurmag angler. Because Delve is such a fair mechanic.
Yeah, I was wondering if that's what this was right here.
Am I in at the middle?
Yeah, it's Delve. He just hasn't gotten any hollow ones, but it's a deck that wants to draw and discard itself as much as possible.
Yeah.
And then just recur everything from your graveyard or manipulate it. There's Brawl, the Chief of Compliance, coming down, and Danzy's looking to go off. He saw a tap down moment, and he's going to start off with a Manamorphose.
Are they actually in the does it show a map?
So 1 and 1.
Well, each
And did he draw into? Well, we got another Manamorphose. Is he going to filter? No, you can't filter the blue into it. You got to filter the red into it. Oh, cast Sliggit of the Hondi.
I just want to see him missile.
Oh, that is not a happy face. Oh! Oh! He needs the land, but oh, that's rough.
It's a big T shape, is what we're getting at.
And then
Storm 3 and another Manamorphose, and that turns it into blue-red. Draw. Was that a?
You got my damage recorded, right?
Ooh.
And what was it?
So Storm 4.
4 and 2.
He's trying to add it up because he needs some blue mana, but he blew through 2 of his Manamorphose, and he has no more tapped lands, and he has to use all of it to get, or no, he uses 1 to get 3, and now we're, okay, so Ritual, Storm 5, Ritual, Past in Flames. Okay. Storm 6. And, okay, there's the Grape Shot, and...
Oh god, crap.
Yep, he's got more than enough to get it up to where it's going, and Blazamalam. Is he gonna make him play it out? He's like, hey, show me. It's like, okay.
Move 5 feet. It's speed 5 feet, swim 40 feet. Is it in the water?
No.
And it exploded.
I like when you put your hand in front of your face, like the painting and gold.
I just had my God. Come on!
And then you said it was out of water.
Blah.
Hey! And me!
And Ricky has seen enough. Danzy's going to pick up, well, game number 1, because I didn't take it away.
2 cards that he played along with the Grape Shot to let him...
One looked like it was a Goblin Electromancer, and, which isn't going to matter. But he cast the Past in Flames.
Okay.
And the Past in Flames gives all of your spells in your graveyard, instant sorceries in your graveyard, flashback.
Okay.
With flashback equal to your mana cost. So he had enough rituals and stuff to play it through, and it was like, I got you. I got enough to get you. You're tapped out. You have no answers. Here we go. And while we're sideboarding, I would like to remind everybody that we are still collecting subscriptions over on the YouTube channel. We're getting closer. We are still getting closer. Let's see here. Let's minimize that. We are at 51 subscribers, so we're still just over the hump. We're on the downward slide. We just need 49 more.
You can do it.
And once we reach 100 subs, right there on your screen, we're going to slap the ever-loving hell out of Ben Seidel. It's going to happen. He wants it to happen. Ben wants this slap to happen. He's like, every time I see him, it's like, are we at 100 subs yet? It's like, not yet, Ben. He's like, but I want to get slapped. It's like, I know, Ben. I know. I know. I really want to slap you, but you know I can't until I get 100 subs. He's like, I know. I know. I'm sad because of it. It's like, Ben, don't get sad. Don't get sad, Ben, because it's going to happen. It's not if, it's when. And when we reach 100 subs, we're slapping Ben Seidel. So, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your parents, tell your pets. Subscribe to the Zone 521 over on YouTube, and together we can slap Ben Seidel.
Fun Sleeve Media can get to like 150,000. There's no reason you can't get to 100.
I know. I know. I mean, it's mind-boggling. It really is.
It really is.
It really is mind-boggling. And we're still doing a little bit of shuffling here, so this is the Yuffie Preserve, as it stands right now. And look at those little guys. They're having fun, just romping around, laughing, jumping, running, jumping, climbing trees, having fun, living free as a brown Yuffie should. But there's still so many brown Uffies from Ice Age out there that are not loved, uncared for, needing a happy home to go to. That's where I have created the Titan Yuffie Preserve, to give a safe haven to every Yuffie out there in the wild. And I haven't added any new Uffies in a while, so we're still sitting at 1555 right now.
That's really sad.
It is really sad, considering by my estimates, there's about 2 million brown Uffies in existence from Ice Age. If Wizards prediction or tabulations of approximately 500 million Ice Age cards printed, then that would mean 200 or 2 million of them are brown Uffies. But we can get there together. You can save an Yuffie. You can dig out your Oofies from your collection, drop it in an envelope, send it to the address on your screen. That's Titan Games, care of the Oofie Preserve, 4450 North Prospect Road, Suite Charlie 6, Peoria Heights, Illinois, 61616. And every Oofie received will get a personal shout out, a show off, my deepest gratitudes, and life in the Happiness Preserve. This special designated for Oofies. Why wouldn't you want to help the little guys? They need our help. They absolutely need our help.
I appreciate the one Mirrodin brown Oofie that's on there.
Well, yeah, because somebody gave a foil, and the rules of the Oofie Preserve is if any rares or foils that are donated to the Oofie Preserve will also be added to the Oofie Preserve, which is why we have a Stormbreath or Hellfire Regent, Stormbreath Regent, whatever Regent this dragon is, Regent Hellkite, I think, and this is the dragon from Battle Bond that was donated. A foil Ivy Elemental was given to us, and a Rites of Blaze came out there, and a Forebear's Blade. You know, and a foily Raptor Companion. So now they have, you know, a therapy animal. Just having fun out there, and everybody has to earn their keep. So, you know, they're giving sky tours up in the air, and he's working night security. And like I said, and this little Oofie down here, he is the garbage man, so he has to go around and pick up all the trashy. But it's okay, he doesn't get sunburned because I gave him a little hat there. So that's what's important. That's just it's called a triangle hat, but
I don't know.
We're not making it racist. It's functional.
I didn't know if it was like coolie hat or
nope. It's a straw triangle hat.
Straw triangle hat. I know the official term now.
Yeah.
I won't embarrass myself at Chinese restaurants.
Yeah. Don't embarrass yourself anymore. Now you know it's a straw triangle hat. So Halloween came down. Now Halloween is a really shitty Magic card. What happened with it is it costs 5.
Okay.
It's a 4/4.
Okay.
But it costs 2 less for each card you've discarded or cycled this turn. So. So cards like Goblin Lore and the played in the first round, the Burning Inquiry, these things just automatically make the Hollow one free.
So it gives a lot of power to gel.
Yeah, really quick. And if you happen to discard any of the Blood Gas and then you play a land,
yep.
And looks like back-to-back collective brutalities, and Ricky has gotten himself a victory over Storm.
Next would be you.
I'm excited for him.
We got a game 3 underway, folks. That's exciting. Storm got taken out on the rerun.
Yeah, you know the crab. You can do it.
Ooh, those Pathfinders are feisty tonight.
Beat it up.
So yeah, it's really sad about Burt Reynolds, you know. I miss him.
I had 5 people in my office within like 2 minutes of each other do like the, hey, did you guys know Burt Reynolds died? People 3 feet from you just said that, and it just kept happening all around like the circle area.
Can I do?
Well, yeah, it's newsworthy. Oh yeah, tired it.
You might have counted theirs.
Let's see here. Tomorrow is modern. That is what I was told.
Just take his turn, and he's a
That is
I charge you and hit this crab with a stick for stealing my turn.
information that I have.
So Titan does still do Friday Night Magic?
Oh yeah, Titan does Friday Night Magic. They run everything, I think, at the same time. I think they run those standard and modern all the time. The zone, it's a lower populated LGS, so they alternate what format it is for people to show up. And tomorrow is modern. The week after is Brawl. And then the week after is modern again, I think, and then they do Standard.
Yeah, we had stopped at the other local game store in Peoria.
Oh, just for browsing?
Yes. just for price gouging.
Well, yeah, it's a great place to find out what came out.
It's a great place to go where you see something in the case you want it.
Right.
You go, we have to check the price on that real quick.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if the sticker says one price.
Right. Oh.
It doesn't matter if you want these strip mines at $13. We gotta check these prices. They're 20. Well, I'm just going to the store now. You were gonna get $29 from me. You're gonna get nothing now.
Right.
We went there on a Friday night, and there was just like 8 people playing the Star Wars Destiny game. That was it. It was like the entire back of the store was empty. I'm like, what happened to Friday Night Magic? I'm really confused.
Yeah, last time I had gone there for Friday Night Magic was a while ago. The Chadwick and I had gone up there because, you know, we wanted to feel nostalgic, I guess. And we got in there, and 2 of the employees jumped in, so we had 8.
Good.
And my round 2, my opponent, turn 1 decided, or turn 1 played Island, Soul Ring. And I just look at him, I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. I'm like, so we're doing this, huh? And he said, yeah. Like, tapped the Soul Ring, played 2 more Soul Rings. I'm like,
okay, I'm doing the one that's far from everybody else.
wow, we're really doing this, aren't we? And you're like, I'm done. Like, I played my next card. On his turn, second Island. My turn, I play a spell. Counter spell. I'm like, so are we going to play this out? And he's like, yeah. I was like, so I'm going to go down as the win. He's like, no, why would you go down as win? It's like, you haven't played a modern legal card yet except for Island. It's like, these aren't modern? It's like, oh. They've never been close to modern.
I mean, maybe they're modern 15 years. No, geez, 20 years ago.
No, they were never modern.
Well, I meant like modern.
Oh,
when you're playing.
Right.
Not the actual format.
But just because they have a modern border doesn't mean that they're modern legal. But that's what they thought is like if it had a modern border, it was modern legal. So I'm like, because he looked, it was like it didn't say, or it wasn't restricted. It was like, well, no, there's no restriction list in modern. It's like, no, and it's like, and I didn't see it on the banned list. It's like, that's because it's not from a set that exists in modern.
Affinity can do a lot better with Soul Ring.
Oh God, yes. Oh.
Not just playing the 1 Soul Ring, 3
but
Soul Rings.
3 Soul Rings, and then a counter spell. I'm like, really? And he had no idea. I'm just like, oh, so we're really doing this? Okay. And what's funny is he won his first match, and his opponent didn't say anything to him. It's like, who'd you play the first round? It's like, that guy is like, and he was okay with this? He didn't say anything.
But now that
I play casual.
Yeah, we already knew that.
I feel bad for it. I almost felt as bad as I did for the kids who would buy like the dual decks and think they were modern legal, but they're like 3, like the Elspeth one was like 3 cards not modern, like the Mother of Runes and the Gen Palm or the Gen Palm Crusaders. And there's like 3 cards that are random, not like pertinent to the deck, but they were good reprints that needed to be done, so they were thrown into that. And I felt bad because, you know, they bought this deck and it's like, well, it should be, you know, it should be standard legal. But it's like, no. It was like, is it modern legal? It's like, no.
Vintage.
Yeah, it's legacy legal. It's vintage legal. Good luck. You'll need it. But yeah, and that was the last time we went there. It was like, this is sad. I can't do it. So
they do get a lot of people for D&D. Ryan does like the free.
Oh, the Adventure League?
Yeah, they do. They have like 7 tables.
Yeah, we want to get into that. Me, Dud, Alan, because the new one's about to start, and it looks fun as hell.
Yeah, I hear a lot of things from Ryan. We enjoyed it when it was still during 4th. We played that.
I'm sorry.
Whatever. I'm just saying that was when we played. It was when they were doing fourth. But I talked to Ryan. Ryan said they're full. They have so many people.
Wow.
Okay.
I saw a picture. He always told me it was a couple tables. I saw a picture of it. Just like, and that's like 5 tables full of people.
Right.
Not the one
That's
that
crazy.
I'm hitting, 'cause
Yes,
it's
dude.
gonna hit me back.
So,
No.
Hollow One and a
If you stand
Phoenix
here,
and a
I
Tassiger.
can take the damage. I don't give
Danzy with 1 land. I don't think he's gonna win this one, to be honest.
So what turn is this? This is turn 3.
This is turn 2 because he's got 2 lands.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
I'll just attack this guy.
This is Danzy's turn number 2 here.
I got that. That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You really want
Yeah.
to burn hands again?
I
I
don't
want to see the flesh.
Unfortunately for Danzy to go off, he needs
Okay, fine. Wait,
3
wait,
lands.
Hold on. How much health points does it have?
I mean,
Does it have less
I believe in
than-
him.
You can't know that. Okay. Does it have more than?
This is
Wait,
just rough. But yeah, the only reason I go over to just for browsing now is for paint and miniatures, because they do have a very broad selection of that stuff. So
Yeah, they got a good amount of people in there playing that.
yeah.
7, 9, 11, 16.
I haven't been on a Sunday for
Okay, so
some time.
Storm 1 ritual.
That guy
That was 11.
had a
That was
dog.
11.
But hey, yeah,
Plus
reflex
5.
save, which is
16.
Okay. That would have been
Oh.
Storm 2 Manamorphose.
3, but he gets mage's
It
tattoo.
is threat.
And he has,
I did.
and he has a racial trait called Pyromaniac,
Okay.
which whenever...
What he needs here is a brawl or a goblin,
Stacks with mage's
and then
tattoo,
another
so-
ritual to get back into this. Well, there's the brawl,
Extra crispy. We can have crab.
and here's the ritual.
My turn?
Oh, Manamorphose. Okay, so 1 and 1.
I can
Draw a card.
take damage.
Oh, he's got another brawl in hand, and oh,
Okay.
packing Manamorphoses. Oh, that's just bad.
I can heal me. I'm a war priest.
Still, let it
20
blind
to
guy
confirm.
do something, okay?
So roll your 3.
I guess the problem that I have with Pathfinder, one of the problems that I have with Pathfinder is there's like 40 base classes.
Is that 18?
Well, they've been making new material for it for
Okay, cool.
12, 13 years.
And now they're done
Just roll.
And then Paizo finally finished. or-
because they're releasing Pathfinder 2 in like September, sometime
I
here.
had no idea.
Yeah, it's Pathfinder 1 is on its way out.
I mean, but first Pathfinder had a very long run.
Right.
So then he takes a D2 of.
See, D&D put out another playable format, 5th edition, which is fun as hell.
Strength damage.
So now they have to, copy it to stay relevant.
And then my real damage.
I have no idea. I have no
I was gonna say,
idea.
I don't think so. Pathfinder's really popular.
Whoa.
Yeah, because 3.5 was popular.
Yeah, they realized that what works, they didn't want to.
Right.
No. That's why you rolled 3 dice.
How many? Should be times 2.
Strength with the weapon?
Is it
No.
bad?
No.
All 3
He
dice.
doesn't have deadly aim. So he doesn't have deadly aim. He doesn't have that.
I can't even pick up most
And
of
also,
what's
Danzy, Gifts Ungiven. That's where he's at now. So he's trying to decide what 4 cards to pull, and how he can give himself a ritual.
Okay, who's
Oh, wait,
next?
no.
Because he needs the mana to fire at Past in Flames, and he has to be able to get a ritual. So he's probably going to go ritual,
Because it did 12 points. I did 5
Manamorphose, and
So it's
Still,
22
it would
points of
still be
damage.
up.
You're still up?
Past in Flames?
So who's next in order? Is that
I don't know if that'll get him there.
Josh?
Okay.
Okay, Josh,
Next round it takes one of these.
can you do
Get
a
a
bang?
Next round gets another save.
No. I'm going to go into a swift action and change into crane style.
We've got
and I'm going to be
we got
fighting
Taylor
the-
Swift here. I'm gonna get you.
21.
I'm gonna get you.
Oh, 11 points of damage.
We also have
Uncrit.
Big Texas Galta.
Does it try to hit me? Does it try to hit me?
Yeehaw!
Then it
Bang, bang!
then that-
Bang bang! Big Texas Galta. Yeehaw!
Full attack.
These are these are all my original characters.
Taylor Swift is a good original character.
Taylor Swift Spear.
16?
No.
And of course the Shockmaster.
18.
That's a good original
Yeah,
character.
that's a good original character.
18.
It's gonna shock the world.
Exactly. Okay, fine.
So it actually does
Do I have to make
1d4
So he
plus
played all
poison.
4.
All right, I can make.
Well, he's still deciding.
3 there. I was just looking at Mana.
Oh, Manamorphosis. He still has one in his
I got
deck.
one though.
Failed one of them. So
He's
I still get
really
my poison.
deciding on how to do
It
this.
doesn't matter because the thing is dead, so it can't continue to hold you.
Fair enough. But
Those are the best games when you have to like try to figure it out.
hold on, what's my port?
See, I got a couple things lined up when Alex Ho's here and he wins. You know, we start off with Alex Ho! Or if that one doesn't work, it's Alex Ho! So,
Buddy hopes.
No. Hold on.
we got Kefnet the Mind Chicken.
Is it saved? Hold on. Is it saved to negate or saved for half?
It's always a good one. What else we got?
Okay, I was gonna say if it's
We've
saved
got the
for half,
Dancing
I still
Daredevil.
get it Anyway.
One save and you're cured. But it took strength.
I did. Oh, God.
Oh god.
God.
That one, I follow my ass.
Ah!
I'm going to finish the crab off
It's
by
already
cooking this meat.
I want to finish the guy off.
We need dinner tonight.
God, Danzy, pick something.
But
D4.
What?
I'm ready to judge the call stalling.
4, 3. Oh no.
Oh, there it is.
You want to take the addition? Go for it.
We got Ermagerd Tron.
At least I only made one mistake this time and just left you out by accident.
Last time, hey, I healed it all back. Last time I got perfect.
We got Danzy or Jace the Elephant in the room.
It's like, that might have been how I was born.
I'm still so happy Jace the Mind Sculptor's in Modern. That's
Each of the 2 dead oclids
Gotta sell
bears
boxes.
a
gotta have Owen Wilson
armor.
because you know it's so very wow worthy.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. What's
Wow.
Roll of Cure Light Wounds and entire dual worth 25 gold.
We've got the Overplayed Elf.
Wearing a Rosmerod.
Yep, classic.
That when you cast the spell, exile cards to your library until you exile a Lilion, Planeswalker, or Kolaghan's command. You may cast it without paying its mana cost. Okay, so he finally chose Ritual, Grape Shot, and Past in Flames.
3 fervors left. All you have to do is pick up rocks and throw it at them.
And it looks like he's going to throw a Ritual and a Past in Flames into the graveyard. What you should do is give him the Past in Flames and the Grape Shot. Because you don't know if he has a Ritual in his hand to go off.
Then hit it.
But he's going to give him a Ritual. Oh, that's dangerous.
It has to be personal, but yeah.
So you bait with the grape shot.
I don't think
And
it
you think,
on.
oh, you
Yeah.
need this grape shot. I know I have a grape shot.
Okay, what's the next? You can swift and large yourself.
See, if you give him the mana, he's going to Past in Flames
I'm
anyway.
not from Calistria, but I guess
Because it itself has Flashback.
You have been tasked to recover.
Now we need a rectangle or
I
something.
forget how his Gifts Ungiven works.
Gifts Ungiven is you go for 4 cards with different names, and you reveal them to your opponent. Your opponent chooses 2 of them to go into your graveyard, and the other 2 go into your hand.
That's what I thought.
But you go up to 4 cards, because there was a combo for the longest time. It was gifts,
Everything off.
gifts.
You guys defeat the sea creatures.
I can't think of the card, but it's a black card with white flashback for 4 mana that put a creature from your graveyard onto the battlefield. And what you did is you gifts for that, and depending on what your opponent's playing, either Iona, Shield of what's her nuts, or Elishnorn, and then you just flashback, because gifts is instant speed. At the end of their turn, you just go for those 2, and they automatically go to your graveyard. And then on your turn, you just recur the Elishnorn or whatever to your field. So you're wiping their field, they still have, or you still have, and then you got a beater. So we've got 7 Storm, and we're going to kill the Phoenix and Tassiger. He didn't get enough to kill his opponent, but now he gets another turn to try to go off again. So let's see what Ricky has now.
Ask them to deliver the items to
Mountain Bolt. Ooh. Yeah, that's... Oh, Danzy has to block with Brawl. Because if he doesn't, he's dead to Bolt.
So as not to let the opportunity grow stale.
Pew, pew, pew. Exactly. So, go to combat. For 1 red mana, put the Phoenix into play. Brawl blocks the hollow one. Dancy takes 2 or 3 from the Phoenix. Rekindling Phoenix, I believe it is. That's a dumb card too. The Rekindling Phoenix. It let's see here.
You have poison lore. You can't do that.
It's not Rekindling Phoenix. It's it is a Phoenix.
How many spells per day do you have?
Just zoom and enhance on that card.
I wish I could.
It's probably
You should write
It is the Flame Wake Phoenix. It's a 2/2 flying haste. It attacks each turn of Fable. Ferocious. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you may pay 1 red. If you do, return Flame Wake Phoenix from the graveyard to play. Or tapped and attacking, because it's in combat. Oh, be good. Be good. Oh, that's not us. That's not us. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. That's Nishogut. That's Nishogut. Oddly, this gym doesn't collect any like regular Pokemon. It's weird. They just don't pop up. I don't know why.
Also made of iron bars, like a jail cell. The iron bars are corroded from moisture, corroded from moisture, and are not well mounted into the stone. Anybody want to give me a strength?
So with the ritual on the stack, he's bolting Brawl. I bet.
strength. Yeah, strength.
20.
15. 11.
That's rough. Oh, that's rough. That super sucks. He's got to let Brawl go.
The inset doors can be locked or jammed, but the controller makes opening a locked door.
Oh, shit, puppy.
So that was for nothing.
So he's able to push in.
Is that a bodysuit?
No, it ran so fast out of screen.
Oh, it's through the screen. Okay. Aww.
Poor dog.
Poor pooch.
Sheridan ruined 3 feet
So.
and hung to within a few inches of the door. You arrive at the Tattoo Parlor in Wharf District. 10 minutes.
And we are giga drowsing the hollow one. So he's going to take 2 from the Phoenix, and that is a Flame Blade Adept. He gets like a +2/+2 for each card you cycle or discard every turn, so or this turn. So yeah, Danzy is not looking good here. Not looking good at all. All right, what you got?
As I say, after is there much of a?
Ooh, that's not going to do it. He gives him the GGs, and
I heard perception.
Danzy picks up his 38th loss on the win.
Perception check as long as it's
Whereas Ricky Ruff,
smell, feel, or hear.
Darn.
I can find him right away. He goes 4 and 1.
Only at 20.
So I don't want to say that he's scared or anything, but I did notice that Saffron Olive decided to do his live streams on Twitch on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Because he was afraid I was going to take away his viewerships, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know who that is, but I'm going to say yes.
He's the guy from MTG Goldfish.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like a kindred spirit with him because he likes the same kind of decks I do, except he doesn't like Boggles, and I do like Boggles. But you know, I bet he would. I bet he would. I ran out of break keys. I finally got through it. I finally got through them.
I'll have to try and track down another case for you.
They are stupid expensive.
know that makes sense.
They're like $15 a pack.
Nah, that's ridiculous.
Because the only reason is because there was a YouTube video a while back that declared them the worst and stupidest game ever made. So of course people now have to exploit that as like, you played the dumbest game ever made.
I can name many worse games.
Right. I mean, Rachel won the first inaugural Breakeys bracketed tournament.
It's true.
We are Breaky champions. All of us. We are veteran Breaky players.
Yeah. Veteran Breaky players, but there's only one champion.
I forget, how did we come up with Breakies? Who had it that we bought some and...
It was the Sanctuary.
Yeah.
He had them.
I couldn't remember.
He got them in and I couldn't believe how interesting they were, so I bought like you out of them.
I couldn't remember, honestly. I couldn't remember if AJ was dumb enough to buy them or not.
Yeah,
AJ,
it was probably Travis, to be honest.
It couldn't. No, actually, what it probably was is when they first opened the store, Alliance was like, "You need to buy this stuff, and here's some stuff," and so they just got it with like their initial like package.
Because I know the Travis plan was to buy out vendors of all of their discontinued miniatures that no one ever played, and that was.
I didn't hear that.
I believe you were working there at the time.
I heard that plan.
Oh, but no, it's like just one day. It's like the shelves were just packed with. I don't even remember what game it was, but they were the metal miniatures. No, it was something I haven't even heard of. I mean, those I would have understood and listened,
We had a
but
bunch of those. We had War Machine Hordes and all the Games Workshop stuff. I don't remember.
right. But there was like 2 or 3 other games of miniatures that I've never heard of.
Mech Warrior, like all the WizKids Mech Warrior stuff.
What Mech Warrior?
I
No.
got a ton of that, and I was all
I know he got a lot of the Mech Warrior stuff from WizKids. He got a lot of horror clicks he picked up.
yeah, the horror clips, yeah.
But yeah, it was just like all of these is like they were cheap, or it's like they were moderately cheap. I'm like, you're never gonna sell these. No one wants them. All I remember is like when they were just like lined, like the whole corner was just defunct miniatures games. And I asked AJ, I was like, what is this crap? He's like, Travis.
Yeah.
Travis, the vendor got a hold of Travis.
Wait, what?
And he talked him into buying him pretty much out of a defunct game.
I don't remember that. I don't remember having those for some reason. I remember his like overspending so much on War Machine Awards.
Right, yeah.
Everybody wanted to play Games Workshop games.
Right.
So when they fired them and I was in charge of ordering, it was like, okay, limit this stuff. Time to start buying Games Workshop stuff because that's what people
Right.
buy.
Placed an illusionary wall
I
along the basilisk pin blocking
Oh,
creatures did
next game.
as an extra.
That is
The least ones placed a glyphic of warning designed
That's,
to dispel the illusionary wall.
Use your
Free
craft
the
voice to make
basilisk
a little
to
door
gaze
hinge
on
to
intruders.
like right next to the
The
illusionary wall.
glyphic is
Okay, it's
keyed to dispel magic
hands.
that targets the illusionary wall upon triggery.
Why do you want to do that?
What is-
Why
so
not?
is it
No,
magic?
it's a
So.
magic trap. So we come in, the glyph dispels the wall, and the basilisks are released.
So here we go with the third and final match of the evening. We have Danzy playing his opponent,
It triggers a
Um,
dispel magic.
Oh, okay, I thought you said.
and it's game number 1.
Opponent deck.
Then it's like dispel magic in the
It
wall.
dispels magic.
I should be able to pick up the deck. For the life of me, I cannot think of his name.
In this game, about
It did, but it does not
it's just
trigger
like
for
a beacon wall.
worshippers of.
I wonder if I can find him. Hang on. He looks familiar.
The basilisk pin walls are floor to ceiling iron bars, each diameter of 6
It's based on, like, really
apart,
old
yellow
gear.
sails.
So it's not like a giant
Outside of the basilisk
Let's see here.
The wall
Well,
is
here's the
spelled,
thing.
the basilisk
They
can
already
see-
have.
That looks like, yeah, Justin Fritch. That's right. Okay.
I forget what they're called.
It's a giant photo of a man.
Give me a strength check or disability.
That's okay.
disabled
It
device.
shrinks.
Disable device.
He hasn't been here in a while.
Open up that cage.
26.
Well, good thing he showed up today.
26 unstable device. If he's opening up that up, I'm
26
living. I'm not
device.
sitting around baseless.
26.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Let's see here. We need to put good old Justin into. Yep, I haven't had him on here, so we got to put him down to the player section.
You realize how little Purdue's flame is? It's one square.
There we go. No, no, stop.
Catching up on you.
Stop. Stop. God, where'd you go?
Clicked it a few too many times.
Oh, there he is. Okay, he's in there. He's in there. He's good. He's good. Alright, but that just means I gotta get rid
So
of...
he's playing something here. Oh, green. Wow.
There we go. Okay.
And then, did anybody get a 28 perception check or higher?
Justin
I can make it right now.
Fritch.
That's a good hand.
Yeah, I did it.
Oh! Oh, yes. This is the, Yeah, this is the, what is it? What do you call it?
At least you didn't open the basketball stores. Please shut up.
No.
Hardened modulator.
Okay.
It's,
Okay, the thing is, you guys realize
I don't know what that is. That might be a,
realize with the perception check that there is a life of warding halfway down.
that might be evolutionary leap.
Give me a disabled device check.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it might be. No, it's not.
Oh, so
That's true.
Yeah,
Guessing
the thing
cards.
is, apparently
Run
in
of
it,
Geth. Nope, it's a green card. Nope. Evolutionary leap, hardened scales. It's not hardened scales. Unless it's a promo. It might be a promo of something, but essentially he's got and he's got a metal worker out. Or not a metal worker, but a
Dang it.
oh, what the hell is that thing?
You passing over the life dispels
Adaptive automation, I think it is. Adaptive automaton. It's for 2 mana. You get a 2/1 that when it comes into play, you name a creature type. It becomes that creature type, and whenever another creature of that creature type comes into play, you put an additional +1/+1 counter on it. So he must have named Construct, which allowed him to play his Hangerback Walker and two Hangerback Walkers and Walking Ballista, all for 1 mana.
Gotcha.
And it looks like this is whenever a creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it.
Can't make
Oh,
that.
he does that trap finding? Okay.
No.
Oh, yeah,
So we actually can't make
I
that.
believe my perception check was to notice the illusionary wall.
That would be a will save. To
No.
notice the illusionary wall. And no, you just straight up, unless you have a level in rogue and have the trap finding, you just cannot find.
You need 2 levels in
a
row.
DC higher than 20.
Yeah. I forgot you had to have trap finding.
So
Magical.
there really was no way for this particular party.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it seems like whenever a creature you control attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. That seems like what it is. But Danzy finds himself on the wrong end of an attack for 6, so
While they get to clockwise.
not good, not good. Okay, but Danzy does have his 3rd land, and now he has 4. So
Okay, who's on the line? Everybody, tell me what you picked.
he's gonna try for it.
They're actually basilisk.
Sounds like a great game going on there.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, I mean, that's what I was kind of getting to, but...
Oh, okay.
It looks like an angry seal. Well, I don't have a snake. No, big snakes.
Okay.
But it is great because they do like to be played with every now and then. It's like, greetings, Pathfinders!
Okay, so everybody but the no
Stars at night.
Yeah, it kind of is.
No.
Okay, so Danzy's got Storm 2,
I'm staying in the back.
and he's thinking long and hard, and firm, and thick, and veiny.
He's thinking so hard he's getting all veiny.
Well, yeah,
The
yeah.
blood's going in there. Oh, look at that.
I'm a ranger. I can hit him from far.
I thought there was more than one.
It's like it's sort of like
Yeah,
bugs
two
in me.
people ran.
No, it's a fuzzy.
Oh, it's a fuzzy.
It was
Your
just
hair
a
looked
fuzzy.
Like a little,
Oh, no, no.
I can
No, it's just a little
ignore
fuzzy.
Okay, so you got some storm going on.
Goblin Warren, so 8 goblins.
Oh, boy.
Remanded.
Good goblin words.
Wow. So he's going to give himself 8 goblins, and then next turn he'll have more. So yeah, the remand is Storm 5, and he draws a card off of that. And he draws because it counterspells, so Brawl. Is he able to keep going with it? See, Tuesday it was funny. He used the Goblin Warrens to boost up his Storm count against Soul Sisters. And he gave his opponent 44 life, and then he proceeded to Grape Shot for 23. And she was about to scoop when I informed him. That's a Soul Warden. You gave her 44 extra life this turn, so you'll have to wait till next turn to attack her to finish her off, because, yeah, you're only doing a third of her life now with that Grape Shot. And 7 to the face? Yeah, you better, because he's, I don't know.
It has
Oh, yeah, take 1 there.
Or no, I'm sorry, it has 14 less.
And 1 there. That's a good shot.
Is that
He's probably going to shoot down a Goblin. Nope, straight to the face. And then 5 to your face.
So whatever you roll, subtract 2 from it, and it has 14
There we go.
less hit points.
So even though Danzy does fizzle out from time to time, he still does some damage and hopes to be able to build up the next turn. But
way back, you used 2 of your points in order to
and is Justin passing to him, or?
I'm so lost.
Oh wait, yeah, this is the character you got in the last level.
Yes, and you were casting Magic Missile back then too.
I don't know why I need to write down.
You don't write things down.
Yes!
Sorry, I learned from school, okay?
You learned from school specifically to write things down.
How many charges you've used of that?
I'm going to just say.
I still haven't done anything in Azeroth.
I've been so busy. I got to 15. I just finished one of the first zone I started. That's all I've done so far.
I got the quest to go to Kulturas, and I just haven't logged in.
So I finished the first zone thus far. It was really fun.
Was it?
It was really cool. It was all like.
Do they do the same thing that you get to pick what zone you do? And okay.
Yep. So basically there's 3 zones, no, I think 3 or 4 zones, I can't remember which, and then there's also at particular level intervals you'll be going to Xandar to like build like bases up and stuff.
Okay.
Since that's kind of like where a lot of stuff's happening right now is Xandar.
Is there a new garrison?
I don't think so.
Damn.
They're never going to go back to garrison.
Well, we had class halls, which is pretty close to being
Kind of,
garrisons.
but they weren't so much that you were staying in there the entire time you were playing the game. But as far as I know, no garrisons yet.
Okay.
Okay, I thought
But
we did the basilisk.
what am I going to do with my champions?
You still do mission stuff, like kind of like sending followers and stuff out. Kind of signing stuff. I don't know how far it goes because I'm not that far in the expansion.
These 2 ran, they were chickens.
So where is that stuff at? Danzy gets himself 6 more goblins.
More gobos.
Okay,
That's evil. Should be me. 23.
okay.
Touch the sea.
It is ironic.
There's an Arcbound Ravager.
Great.
He's going to get himself up to a 3/3 to give him 6 flying tokens.
Do I have to make
Possibly.
Do I have to make the save?
So
And
you
What do you
have
think about this
to
game going on
And
right now?
attacking,
Whether
boost
it's
him
a
up.
That sounds like a good game.
shut your eyes,
Maybe
or
it's
whether
you can
just
pay
save.
I'll take
1
the
to
save.
give him a +1/+1
Aren't
counter.
hurting your eyes or something,
I'm
you have-
good.
Well, if it was my kind of game, I would just be giving him +1/+1 counters for the fun of it.
Dude, I rolled like an 18, so I'm good.
Let's see here. Who do I control?
And with a stick,
Let's see, our Heart Modulator.
20.
Oh, what? Okay.
Hey, 6
Search.
points of bludgeoning.
Heart Modulator there. Heart Modulator, Hardened Scales. Modular Affinity. Hangerback Walker, Evolutionary Leap, Hardened Scales, Mox Opal, Throne of Gas.
Now, considering
Nope,
him,
that's just the same thing.
Sorcerer, and he can spam his own spells.
What is this one?
The only time he's used magic missile
Nope,
is
they're
if
all
he's
just
out of range.
carbon copies of each other because that's how it works.
I think
Yeah,
I
that's how it
overestimated on the team.
Uh,
I think I used less.
Arm skills, throwing death, welding jar.
Might as well.
Just
Yeah,
I used
Fat
the-
Ravager.
the-
Oh, he ate everything!
Charges, correct?
Yes.
Wow.
I know that from my other character.
How much damage did you do?
Okay. Oh, Danzy attacked with all 10 goblins, so he, okay. Woo!
Oh, that game is.
Well, maybe he left a goblin behind to block the Ravager.
It's a D6 plus 5. Mine's 2D for my
So,
big
attack.
magical stick.
Pay 1 to give him a counter. I'm curious as to what that is.
This stick pokes back. 6 points of damage.
Who goes next?
No.
And he just didn't hit it. Danzy got him on combat!
Sacked that Starksteel Citadel getting that plus this one.
Magic missile! 4 points!
So, 4 points, but you have to decide if you're.
He's outside of 30 feet.
Every time over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the only person
The
that's
best
doing it.
time.
Magic missile.
And you'll
take
get it every
4
time.
bass. I take 4 to the bass.
Unless I roll a 1.
What's your damage?
4 points of force damage.
Oh, wow.
Unless somehow he has more.
That's,
more
3 ones and a
resistance
2.
to force.
What?
That was 2 ones and a,
Wait.
or 3 missiles. 4,
Also
or,
the
I thought he was at 4
Or
missiles.
2 people that have resistance
So he
to
rolled
force.
4 ones.
It's not Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That's an awesome magic missile.
He's just flipping a coin.
Sorry, I was thinking of
Starfinder? Yeah.
One or two. What am I doing?
Wait, Starfinder is the force?
Starfinder is a thing.
Next is Nate.
Sure.
I cast Spiritual Weapon.
You gotta check out the Transformers trading card game that comes out.
I was looking at that.
I picked up the starter I got from my friend Carl picked me up at Gen Con.
19 to hit.
I think it looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Was Gen Con the only place you can get an Ultra
4
Magnus?
damage.
Is that what I heard?
Nope, that's just I think if there are any of their all they gave sorry. There's the starter kit and then there's a promo pack. That's all that's available. They handed out like commons and stuff for free.
Oh, okay.
So you might see that.
Wait,
So I think Ultra Magnus is just one of the cards in the set.
just fall down from the sky.
So it's your natural roll
I've been
minus
paying
1 because you're-
paying like some attention to the spoilers, but not too much because I just want to wait till the game comes out, crack cards, and see what they look like.
You can do
People are spending like way too much time like printing off every card that comes out.
Wow.
Teching everything. And it's like,
So your
yeah, why don't you guys wait? There's like no official like organized play or anything yet.
Right.
12.
It seems like it seems kind of wowy.
As far as the WoW trading card game, not really.
Oh.
Basically, you have you can have like 4. That's one. That's not the.
It's because you're a melee
That's
combat.
something else.
Oh.
Level, whenever you get your next level,
Like those. Basically, you have 4 Transformer cards in front of you.
Okay.
Up to 4.
because you must get
You got more, but the idea is you have 4, and they start in their alt mode, and then under your turn you can flip them. Because like, there's obviously going to be some effects that happen when you can transform versus flipping back over.
Oh god, they get pierced. Scott won't know how to handle that.
Trust me. There's been a lot of rules confusion already because RC's card is just pure defense or attack. But there's cards that give you like more attack, and they don't know if that means they attack on your card or the extra stuff bonus attacks.
Oh.
There's been so much like going back and forth different ways people think the card is supposed to work.
Wow.
He's a blind man.
Yeah, I think it looks fun, looks fast, it looks like it's supposed to be a generally pretty casual game.
Right.
So he's not an oracle.
Oh, that's the word I was looking for. Oracle. I thought you were oracle. The, like,
It's a
So,
trait that gives it to me.
let's see. RC. Let's see what RC looks like.
But not that good.
Is that this one? Equal to her attack, do at least attack damage when attacking. When you flip this mode, repair 1 damage from each of your characters.
Yeah, but that one, because there's a card name, because a lot of people want to pair, because right now she says 1, and if you can give her like equipment and stuff to give her more attack, and then people weren't sure like where the cap is. It's been a weird back and forth discussion amongst people.
Alright, cool.
What? I mean, it seems pretty straightforward. Why would they think that it's not talking about this?
People don't know if like additional like there's action cards that get you more. There's action, equipment, and that type of stuff. They can play on the cards. They don't know if that stuff stacks. It's kind of weird.
What the hell? Yeah, I charged in, so minus 2 on armor class. And then I have Crane Style, which increases my armor class, so that's why I was 18 last time.
Yeah, it's a like you do when you attack, you kind of like flip cards off the top. You flip 2 cards off the top of your deck, and then the cards will either have orange, white, or blips that you kind of
right.
That's like the character cards. I
can heal on mine
right now.
Me? All right, cool.
They'll have blips that
got it. I got the case.
Add attack to your stuff.
Right.
I'm going to use a swift action to use my fervor.
So like this.
Wait.
No, I don't know. Again, I don't know.
Okay.
It's a war.
There's been a couple like weird like
one-offs.
That's a character.
To use Cure Light Wounds on myself.
That sounds like a cartoon.
Yes.
No, we're not talking about Nickelodeon.
I'm back to full. I'm going to use a move action to swift into Crane Style.
It's great when you type in the Transformers TCG, you don't really see too much TCG cards.
Right. Well, it looks like there was an older one.
Oh yeah, I think there's like small
War Priest with
kids like game.
War Priest, but the archetype adds
4 foil Transformers.
Yeah, it's the starter set.
Holy Fist or something.
Sacred Fist.
So basically all the Transformer cards are large, like commander size cards.
Right.
And then so each pack will have 1 Transformer and then 7 cards.
Right.
For the regular size cards.
Always does damage unless they can't.
Or they cast shield. If they cast shield, if they're
Bam, 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 bam.
My sacred weapon has.
You can't hit anything that's
Interesting.
20 to hit. Yep. For 8 damage.
Yeah, see those little color blips at the top?
Right, okay.
When you go to attack, you flip them over, so the orange ones add to your attack.
Yeah, you're right.
And then if you defend,
I'm
Right.
going
flips into
to
blue
attempt to
blips,
hit
that will give
with
defense, and you
my
pull white,
long
that's like a
spear.
critical, so you get to flip 2 more cards.
I
Ah.
have AC.
And your deck, your deck shuffles when you like run out, so that way you're always like shuffling it up. And
There's one.
that grenade launcher,
Then I
that's
have
the
a
big one that.
mischance on top
Okay.
of that.
That's what kind of leads to the
Even
big
if I-
discussion about stuff, because like gives it
But I
plus
get to
4.
roll on
Right.
the
People don't know it's
twice.
certain
So, because I have
numbers
blind
you can
fight.
do.
Right.
So what's going on in this storm game here?
Danzy's looking to storm off. There's a Storm 3,
So it's whatever I roll.
and he has to announce everything that he's doing, because he does have a walking ballista with 2, which can take out the goblin. And he has an Arcbound Ravager in hand, so that ballista to kill the goblin is probably going to stall Danzy out if he leaves it go. But he did it. Let it go. He's going to get that mana. Manamorphose. I mean, that was the time to stop it when he starts going off.
I have rerolled right here.
Those are a lot of Arcbound workers, and that's a hardened scales.
Blinded competence, greater blind fight, blinded.
Now he's going to kill the goblin.
It's way harder this time.
Odd.
Takes one of those away.
So in response to the Manamorphose, he's going to kill the goblin.
So what's that goblin do?
Yeah, that one.
Your instants and sorceries cost 1 less to
Oh,
cast.
that's really good.
Yeah, it's a red-blue brawl, except the goblin's a 2/2 and brawl is a 1/3,
Gotcha.
and he's legendary. But if you get to counter, or if any of your spells or abilities counter a spell, you may draw a card with brawl. And there's brawl.
I believe I'm running
Yep.
low.
And now if Danzy has it, he's got it. There's the Manamorphose.
There goes after that back.
Because it's a trait that exists for a god that is cool.
Not traits that
And
exist.
Hell Knight Signifier who wear the
Fighting
going
army,
into Hell Knight Signifier and they wear the
Oh my god,
Ooh, bounce them all.
The character originally is like
It's just gonna make him stronger. Ah, it's just gonna make him stronger when he replays them now. Ah,
and then because most
Yeah, that won't want it.
wow, stalled out. Walking Ballista with 2 counters. Arcbound Ravager with 2 counters. Or Arcbound Worker with 2 counters.
Here's what you meant.
Who has a mirror?
Just making my workers beat.
Okay, your turn, Nate.
Again.
Remote on.
My sacred weapon has a 20.
Wait, what?
Yes.
So that's for 5 damage.
Take picture Basilisk.
Alright, cool.
Oh, okay, I see.
Kill a basilisk.
He just killed the Basilisk.
Might help.
I did most of the damage, you
Yeah, but
Well,
he,
it's a good
why
thing you didn't get it by the
You didn't do a thing!
Because
Danzy with an impressive graveyard.
Permanently.
Another Arcbound worker
Stone, range 30
comes in
feet
with
to
2 counters.
And
there's the Ravager.
Blood.
Wow. 2 counters.
3 medium creatures.
Yeah.
So,
If 2 people have failed their save and he rolled a 1, well, someone's fucked.
yeah.
Yeah, and like I can take it easily, and the other
He can't
person's
take it.
blind.
Wait,
And the rest of us can.
Well, he
fire
did say
from
someone
under
was getting
20.
fucked.
That's right.
But he can take it easily.
Beefy.
If you guys win
Beefy.
the game,
mostly, he
if
said
they
there were
failed
2
their
of them was my
DC,
biggest concern.
And we're attacking
permanently, then I would have to roll
for 2, 4, 6.
1d3.
Danzy's at 10.
That's as many people that can be cured.
Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, lots.
Blood.
And Justin is still at
Two people
20.
went down, I only rolled a 1.
Boop, boop.
Only
Maybe
one
more like
person could be
this.
cured.
Now.
That's one person.
Yeah.
Oh, blocking the ballista. Wow.
One person could be cured, the other one's
Can't he could stack and then move modular tokens around.
And
Yeah.
basically I died.
Pretty much.
Okay.
So he can sack,
Yeah.
move it to the ballista, have the ballista, well, just eat, brawl, and yeah, Danzy can't do anything more from there. Wow, Justin pulls out game number 2.
Do you get Tremor Sense?
Wait.
That way,
Yeah, because that's not
Grandma
necessarily like an
helicopter
affinity
goes
deck.
down.
It's
Alright,
like
thank you.
it's.
It's modular affinity.
Gotcha. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm seeing green. I'm like, I'm too far removed on how like kind of affinities are working now. So.
Yeah, it looks like it's the next evolution to a deck that was called like Machine Gun Scales.
Okay.
Hardened Scales is a green enchantment that whenever a token would be put on a creature you control, put 1 more of those tokens on it.
Okay.
And then what you do is you essentially just keep putting tokens onto your walking ballista, which says remove a +1/+1 counter from it to deal a damage to any target. And so you're just like piling tokens onto this ballista, and you're just pew, 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 shooting them all down, killing them good.
So
I don't
so-
care. I
so
don't
it's
care.
kinda
I want his head
controlling.
on my wall.
Yeah, kinda.
By the way.
And then last week
I did a 30
I saw a mono green control deck.
Really?
Yeah, it was interesting. It was it was resting on Trinisphere,
Okay.
and then like Plow Under, and annoying cards to put stuff back on top of your opponent's deck, so they can't build up against you at all. And anything they cast costs 3 mana, and most of all your spells are 3 mana or more. So you're constantly fetching and digging out lands and plow undering and just putting on top of the library, and it's obnoxious, and God, it looked fun. And I think eventually it goes into the
Can I take a bottle back?
Crucible Worlds
The room appears to be
Ghost Quarter to just totally break their spirits.
Is this game 3?
This is 3.
Didn't Justin win the first 2?
No, Dan won the first 2. Or Dan won the first one. Justin just won game 2.
Okay, I missed. I thought you.
No, Danzy won with goblin attacks. He there was enough. There was that one big Ravager,
Yeah.
and Danzy was just able to attack through. All he had to do was leave one open for the block.
Couldn't tell what it was.
That's okay. But there's a Hardened Scales, and Danzy's going to open with Brawl, Chief of Compliance.
You go from one freaking roll initiative.
Yeah, this one won't be too much longer,
Where'd my dice go?
because there is the Adaptive Automaton. Is it? I know it's Automaton, but what is it? It's
No. 9. Sorry. Going first made you turn this down.
That one?
Yeah. The one it's
I rolled 13.
Pretty bad.
hmm.
Here's another one that someone like
Yeah, so I'm definitely not in the front now.
Oh, I hope if I spelled it right.
It's based on this image from.
Oh, you roll a 13.
It
I
is.
thought you said you got it 13. I was like, oh, I say you rolled a 4.
Huh.
Alright, so, initiative.
Wow.
Hey! Terrible.
Could some more people take damage this time and not?
Josh is still.
First off, I've been healing myself. You haven't done a thing.
No, I got it. It's.
Hey, Dad.
So you want me to manage?
I know what it does. I just can't think of what it's called. But it's from Ravnica, or not Ravnica, but
And I use 2 fervor.
Kaladesh.
So I'm down 2 spells and 3 fervors.
Give some
That's what is it?
And then this guy.
I still have.
Kaladesh.
One.
Forgot about the discuss.
Just remember, you guys
Color decent.
your items got a
And I
funny
still have
thing
2
for tail or something.
Yeah, I have 2. I have 1 fervor and 2 cure light wounds.
When you went in.
I also have a bunch of potions.
Yeah, but
I
it
want to
has a
use,
funny
so.
trait.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody want some peanuts?
No, I'm good.
Peanuts, not peanuts.
I mean, either would be fine for me, but no.
Speak for me. Yes, I do.
I don't need.
I was talking
I
about
have
Lindsay.
one.
Oh.
First off, if you're gonna ask Lindsay, you have to ask all 3 of them.
Wow.
Oh,
What the heck?
Do you know a card that says Rachel?
Exactly, you have to ask all 3 of them individually.
Your vote.
Can you tell us which one this is?
We'd have to look back at that.
No!
She has no idea.
Of course she doesn't.
Who else would they?
It's an unknown
What's
card.
that supposed to mean?
Yeah, it got like crazy.
What's Rachel profiling?
That is Rachel profiling.
Or it turned.
And I'm allowed.
Or
So wait, are you ready for the initiative?
You need to play that one.
One second. What level is that?
Wow.
Because there's
it's a 1 through 5.
You're
Or
stuck
no,
on
it's
the
a 3.
Is it?
1 through 2.
It's a, yeah, it's a
No,
1 through 5.
it's. Is it Kaladesh?
Which one?
I already
What?
did.
Is it Ixalan?
We've had poor luck on rerunning events.
Maybe it's Ixalan. Wow.
Wait, you want
Yeah.
the...
It's some sad
you
modder.
want the...
It is. Well, it's in standard, so let's just search by standard.
Woo! So,
Oh yeah, that's the one I ran.
CMC.
Yeah.
No, but because it has to fill.
It's a
Ascending.
scenario. I mean, yeah.
You will see it around.
It's a cool.
You will see it around.
1,000 cards.
Okay.
Oh, it's a
Okay, whoa.
Oh, this is the boss fight.
I said, oh, it hasn't loaded yet.
No, it's the prostitute.
I thought it reloaded.
I can't find another key.
Danzy's storming off, storm 6 with
Yeah,
Brawl.
I have a lot of tieflings. so-
What is Danzy gonna win before I can figure out what this thing's name is?
I hope not.
Everybody, tell them the initiative.
Because you actually walked in and disrupted their sacrification.
They're doing.
So are we don't
You can do it, Bob. I believe in you.
Right.
I know who's racing against
We were supposed to be envoys.
CMC ascending.
Alright,
Come on.
You roll them in your hand and wait until he asks what's your initiative, then you roll it.
Alright, you ready? I don't care, I'm on truth.
I blame wizards.
So,
Well, I'm sure
I also blame
surprised
wizards.
that they're
I blame wizards for many
We were
things.
supposed to be helping them.
No, they don't know that.
Always casting spells.
Artist, whoever text, lore, watermark preferences, rarity sets, format, standards, CMC, equal to 2.
That'd be 12.
What's your
Search.
Plus 9 is
My armor class is 15.
plus 9?
Yeah.
Yes. See, at some point I plan on running a halfling swashbuckler named Sacco.
why?
Because I can give him traits that allows him to use magic devices.
He's still storming? He's still storming.
I hope he can make it. No, I haven't seen his hand. Does he actually have the green shot in his hand?
Don't know.
Impressed by the rest of the class.
Well, then you do what I do with like brain style and stuff like that. Hey.
Oh, is he scooping?
With use magic devices, use wands and scrolls.
17.
With disable devices.
I have a 3.
No!
So like, it's a really good.
Well, we know
gift.
who's going last.
You can do things
I got a 24.
Damn, we know who's going first.
walk up, burning
I
hands.
can't tell if DNZ won or not.
He did.
He did.
Yeah.
And I
No,
got
no. Hold your
I have a
action.
swashbuckler magus.
It is.
Post, along with all the magus ridiculousness. And I can use magus points to vary in your post as well.
Oh,
I
I got
remember
it.
Somebody
So
was
the
like
tattoo
14
so
total
one
parry
of the
movements I
tattoos
could do
is
in a
a
day.
scorpion
someone
that
had
gives
this.
me blood.
Someone had a
It's
goblin
principle
with, like,
at
a
this
silence
point.
blunderbuss, and the
That's
ability
fair.
levitates.
That's
I'm like trying to figure out why you're
So
so
if
high.
he shoots and misses, he just.
Don't worry.
Just
I get
propels
higher
it.
levels. I'll.
Oh yeah, you along. I get half my level.
No, I just got
And then I
lucky.
also have
I just got lucky.
swashbuckler.
Wait,
If you were if you were just 3 more higher.
Who uses
Yeah,
the
I don't-
tempo
Actually, no.
Wow.
If you were 3 more higher,
use
you would-
slashing grace with.
What
Yeah,
the
'cause you can
hell?
use
Slashing grace with like any one-handed slash weapon.
Yeah, but there are only
What's that? Just you roll.
9-ringed bow.
Equal to
long
2,
sword,
because I know it costs
sword,
2. It's
sword,
colorless.
weapons.
It's
One-handed
rare.
weapons.
2 plus 6.
So he can also flurry of blows with his.
I thought the Kama could do that.
Kama's light.
Next.
Who rolls a 16?
I did.
It's definitely a last
I
layer.
rolled 17.
9-ring long
Wait,
sword, the two guys.
I did CMC 2.
I don't remember exactly. One of them is
Oh,
monk.
No, I didn't.
9-ring broadsword is
standard,
longsword.
colorless.
No.
Wow, rare.
Is
Okay.
times 3.
It didn't save my previous search. Okay.
One adventure.
Oh my, there it is. Metallic Mimic.
You found it.
Yay!
Banana float.
God damn it, don't throw me off.
Anyway, Dancy got that victory.
Banana float. Almost.
Snake eats dog.
He's
He
making.
said, he said banana boat.
So he goes 2-1 on the night. Gets his 16th victory.
Okay.
Turn off your sports.
And what was it? Justin Fritch.
Okay, am I clear for
Where's
those
he
two?
at? I know he's towards the top.
Go that way and hit all. You can get
Maybe.
that.
There he is.
You can get this.
Justin Fritch just can't catch a break. He's 0-2 on the year.
You're gonna have to like double move all the way
So.
here.
I'll get him in the off season.
That's gonna do us for tonight. I hope you had fun joining us for another exciting game of modern Magic: The Gathering, live from Titan Games, the Casbah of Pure Gaming, where card floppers and dice chuckers play in harmony. I want to thank the Murphys for joining me here in the booth, and it's been a blast. I'm glad you came by. You informed us about old school and how the Swedes are so much tighter than we are, and NCG finance and how terrible the reserve list is, and how the game is nigh affordable to play.
That's right.
Any parting words, Rachel?
You gotta roll twice.
No, not really.
Dynamite.
That's my life.
Just want to remind everybody that we will not be broadcasting next Tuesday. It is a pre-planned stream skip. It is my annual Jenga tournament. Wish us all very much luck. And I'll be back next Thursday with another fun-filled, excited episode of Modern Thursday. So yeah, that's going to do us. The Night of Danzy as he round-robins his way into a 2-1 victory. I don't know if anybody went undefeated. I wonder if they did.
No, it's the other way around.
The only person who could have would have been Ricky Ruff with his Hollow One deck, and I don't know if it would have beaten Automaton, so
Okay, so that's.
I'll have to ask Dancy about
That
it,
one
but
takes 2.
that's going to do it. So this is Evil Bob reminding you that however you choose to live your life, I approve. Have a good night. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you back on Thursday. Bye-bye.